Oh God, this started. Um, hey there, guys. DanielBryanSays, hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm here with another video because yay, I can do these things. God, I'm really tired. I already tried recording this video before, but for some reason the sound went out like halfway through, and that makes me a sad panda. Sad, sad panda. But anyways, I'm here with a video review because I can, and this review is for a show that I managed to get not too long ago. That being, bam, PWG Steen Wolf. In my opinion, show of the year for 2011. This was, God, fucking great show. Anyways, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Or did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? I think that's how it goes. Um, but anywho, so this card starts off right off the bat with six-person, not man, because there's a woman involved, but six-person tag team action with Pretty Peter Avalon, Freddie Bravo, and Ray Rosas versus Famous B, Chris Cadillac, and Candice LeRae. God, this was a really good match to start off the card with. It was all sorts of fun. There was comedy in it, and that was cool. And I got to see Candice LeRae do the ballplex for the first time. And if you don't know what the ballplex is, she grabs you by your, balls and hits you with a German suplex because she's Candice fucking LeRae and she can do whatever the hell she wants. Kevin Steen was on commentary for this match, and he was hilarious. Like, he mentioned dusty vaginas and dusty roads, and it was just all sorts of fantastic. But anywho, really fun match, great way to start off the show. And with that, we go on to the next match, which is actually the first of the series of grudge matches that they have booked on this card. It was like a night of everybody hating each other. It was T.J. Perkins versus Rocky Romero, or Rocky Azucar Romero. Even though it's Azucar, I have no idea why the announcer for Ring of Honor, and shit, his name's escaping me right now. Bobby Cruz, that's right. I have no idea why he always pronounces Azuka when there is definitely an R at the end of that. But anyways, this match was really good too. It had nice little technical wrestling, and that was fun. You can see that both of these guys are like into MMA and whatever, and like I guess Rocky Romero actually trains with Boss Rutan, and it showed in this match because he was like kicks, yeah, and there's MMA influence in it, certain submission holds and whatever. Good match though. I liked it a lot. TJ Perkins wins. I can't remember how though. I think it might have been with a heel hook. Might have been. I think. Oh, and the match before, by the way, Famous beat Chris Cadillac and Candice LeRae win after Chris Cadillac hits fucking shooting star press or some shit like that. I like the match. I just, yeah. Next match on the card, we had the Rock Ness Monsters versus the Fightin' Taylor Boys. Rock Ness Monsters, of course, being Johnny Yuma and Johnny Goodtime, and the Fightin' Taylor Boys being, in this match, Ryan Taylor, Brian Cage Taylor, and then Chuck Taylor was at ringside. Very good match. But yeah, this was really good match. Like, holy shit, this was fucking awesome. You had, fun little spots and whatever, but all in all, it was a good wrestling match. You know, really good. Made me a fan of both the Rock Ness Monsters and the Fightin' Taylor Boys. Now you know. Next match was Willie Mack versus Davey Richards. I was expecting different stuff out of Willie Mack for this match because I've heard of him, but this was the first match of his I actually saw. And he's a big fat black guy who fucks a lot of people, and I thought he was going to be a comedic babyface, but he was really serious in this match. And That's fine. Maybe it's just because he was in the ring with Davey. I have no idea, honestly. But, it was a really good match nonetheless. Not to take anything away from Willie Mack. He really delivered. Like, really delivered. And Davey Richards was, yeah, he's... I don't want to say he's one of the best in the world because that sounds so fucking cliche and whatever, but there's a reason why Davey is at the position that he's at. He's good. I said it. He's good. I like him. Not as much as I like Kevin Steen, mind you, but I like him. I do. But anyways, really good match. Davey wins after he kicks the living fuck out of Willie Mack's head. And then after the match, Davey puts over Willie Mack. And that's good because Willie's going places. He is. Like, this is just the beginning. And it's good that people are putting him over as, potential star. Next match we had was the Dynasty of Joey Ryan and Los Luchas. I fucked that up. The Dynasty of Joey Ryan and Scorpio Sky versus Los Luchas. That's the second time that I fucked up talking about this match. This match is cursed. Fuck this match. No, not really. I liked it, I guess. But to be completely honest, this was probably my least favorite match of the card. I know, that sounds weird. But it was a good match. I'm just not too high on Lucha. And obviously, Los Luchas, there you go. But it was still a good match. I'd recommend it if you're into Lucha. I'm not too much into it personally, so it was kind of meh. But it had Joey Ryan in it, and you can't go wrong with Joey Ryan, Like, 87% approval rating. That's higher than the President of the United States. Damn you. Fucking Bruce Pritchard and Taz. You fucking assholes. Yeah, Taz giving Joey Ryan advice on his promo. That was... Because we all know, like, how great of promos Taz has cut in the past. Isn't that right? Such great promos. But I digress. But yeah, I think... And, the interesting thing about this match, Dynasty versus Los Luchas, it's the only match that I haven't gone back and rewatched. I've rewatched every other match on this card, except for that one. So, who knows? Maybe if I watch it again, I'll like it. But, yeah. Anyways, next match also was Ricochet versus Chuck Taylor. Grudge match number 2. Yeah... Going back and rewatching this match, I realized something. Like, I was kind of meh on Ricochet when I first watched this match. But then I watched again, and I was like, hey, this kid's actually got some charisma. I mean, like, I think I saw, like, a Fatal 4-Way kind of match type thing at one of the Dragon Gate USA events. Like, it was free on Comcast for a little while, and I had Comcast at the time, so I watched it. It was like him... versus Chuck Taylor versus Eric Cannon versus... I can't remember the fourth person. So we're just going to pretend that they don't exist. And, I just saw Ricochet and I was like, generic indie flippy guy. But he's got some charisma. He's improved. He's definitely improved, like, a lot. This match, really fun, really good. It had comedy. It had flips. It had Chuck Taylor... It was a good match. I enjoyed it. And Chuck Taylor won that match. Or, no. It was Ricochet who won that match with a 630 splash. So there you go. And then the next match we had was the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, the reigning PWG World Tag Champions, versus Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, collectively known as Future Shock. And this was, of course, for the PWG World Tag Team titles. And this was also Future Shock's first match in PWG. Holy shit! This was good. This was a fucking great match. I didn't realize until, like, recently just how good the Young Bucks are. But fuck, they're great. They're the best tag team on the indies right now. You can quote me on that. They are fucking phenomenal. not only are they great workers, and they do the high spots, and there's that. And it's like her, and naturally at first I was kind of skeptical on them because I just thought, they're spot monkeys or whatever. I hate that term, spot monkeys. But anywho, then I realized like they know how to work and they have personality in the ring, and it's all sorts of nice. But yeah, this match was just fucking phenomenal. And the Young Bucks end up winning after they hit more bang for your buck, which is actually a really cool looking move. If you don't know what that is, basically, Matt Jackson starts off and he does a Finley roll, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a fireman's carry into like a front flip thing. It's that thing that Sheamus does nowadays. I call it Finley roll because that's what I learned it was called. He does that. And then Nick Jackson, he does a 450 splash on the opponent, then gets off, and then Matt Jackson does a moonsault on the opponent, and it's cool, an awesome double team move. Yeah, they won fucking god, awesome match. If it wasn't for the main event, this match would have been my favorite on the card. And then your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. The generic luchador El Generico versus the reigning and defending PWG World Champion Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen. And holy shit, this match was a clusterfuck of brutality and chaos and hatred and ladders and bunches of other shit. God, this was a really good match though. I've watched it 4, 5, or 6 times, and I still cringe when I see some of the spots that go on in this match because it's just so goddamn brutal. Some of those things made me hurt for Generico and Steen. But yeah, awesome match. Generico ends up winning after the Young Bucks run interference. They attack Kevin Steen's knee with chairs because they're fucking assholes. And then Generico hits a sunset flip off the ladder onto Steen, and then Steen smacks the back of his head on the edge of a ladder that was set up in the ropes. God, ugh, it was disgusting. And then Young Bucks, so El Generico wins. He actually pulls down a piece of the roof when he pulled down the belt too. That was kind of funny. And then the Young Bucks come out and they start attacking Steen, blah, blah, blah. And then lights go out. Super Dragon starts curb stomping bitches, and I start marking out even though I knew that he returned during the show. But I still gave a huge pop because the fans gave a huge pop, and it's fucking Super Dragon. But anywho, there you have it. Steen Wolf. Fucking great show. Honestly, yes, the show of 2011. It blew Money in the Bank out of the water. Okay, admittedly, none of the matches were quite as good as Punk versus Cena, but all around this was far superior to Money in the Bank, in my opinion. But yeah, you can pick this up at PWGWrestling.com, maybe. I don't know what the URL for PWG's official website is, but you can also pick it up at highspots.com. Throwing in some plugs there. I know that you can usually get them on sale for really good prices over at High Spots, so I'd suggest going there. But yeah, if you haven't gotten the show already, what the fuck is keeping you from not buying it? Kevin Steen is angry with you because you have not bought this show yet. If you have $20, get this fucking show. But anyways, this is DanielBryanSays. I'm going to be signing out. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at DanielBryanSays, and also make sure to subscribe to this channel. Like this video, leave some comments, possibly other videos that you'd like to see, and stay golden there. You, whoever you are, specifically, or as a whole. No, you specifically, because you're that special to me. You're that special to me.